guys, Laura here. I'm here today to do my October TBR video. Some scary books, we'll see what happens. I do have a few on my shelf, so they may wind up in the mix. But these are the books that I hope to read. I have a few pre-orders this month that I really must get to. So I'm going to talk about those, but first I'm going to talk about the books that I have with me. I just completed reading Ink and Bone by Rachel Caine, which is the first book in the Great Library series. I really love this. If you're a book reader, I highly recommend this book. It was really interesting about this futuristic world where you can't actually own real books, but you can own like virtual copies of them. So it's like a whole like illegal black market, and the library basically runs the world. It's a really interesting book. I really enjoyed it. I gave it 4 stars. It's one of the first few books in a long time that had a male as the lead character that didn't have any other people. So I really liked getting his point of view and seeing the world through Jess's eyes. It's very interesting. I gave it 4 stars because, as I always say in first books in a series, the world building tends to be a little bit weaker, and I definitely felt that in this book. But overall, I really liked it, and I know that there's another one coming soon, so hopefully in the subsequent books it will get later. I was really confused. I'll talk more about it in my wrap-up, but like, what time period this was in? Was it in past, present, or future? It didn't really clarify, so if someone else read this and knows, I would appreciate an answer because I really don't know. But I really liked it. I loved it, so I'm excited to see where it goes. If you're a big book reader, I highly recommend this book. Currently, I just started reading Ferris by Marissa Meyer. This is the prequel book to the Lunateer Chronicle series by Marissa Meyer. It came after Cress, but before Winter. So Winter comes out next month, and I really wanted to be fully caught up on the series. Also, Marissa Meyer is releasing her new book series, like Alice in Wonderland themed, in November. So I really wanted to be completely done with her so I could start her new series. So this is the next thing on my list. I am not a big fan of the lead character of the Lavanya in the book series, but maybe this will change my heart. I'm not having high hopes, but hey, anything is possible. And then the next book I have on me that I hope to read is Rebel Springs by Morgan Rhodes. This is the second book in the Fallen Kingdom series. As I read Fallen Kingdoms over the summer, and I really enjoyed it. Thought it was a little bit predictable, especially since I'm a Game of Thrones fan. Recently, I also read Legacy of Kings by Eleanor Herman, and I really liked it. Same exact vein. But people have told me that the second and third book get more unique and more different, and Arctic Circle, I think, comes out in November. I don't know if I'm going to be fully caught up by then, but at least I will have this, so I'm excited. And then the Owl Crate book of the month this month was Dumpling by Jeff and Julie Murphy, and it's about this. It's the box theme was like protagonist, kick-ass female protagonist. It's about this girl named Bo, I think. Oh, Willowdean. Willowdean is her name. And she is a larger woman, and she is very confident and very strong, and she starts falling in love with this guy, and instead of having that increase her confidence, it really decreases her confidence, which I think sometimes tends to happen. And this book is all about her entering a beauty pageant to try to get her confidence back, and I'm really excited to read. I've heard really good things about it, so this I will hopefully get to this month, and yeah, I'll see. And I know the Owl Crate book of the month for October is Spooky. So that might actually get read in this month if I have time. And then also, Queen of Shadows by Sarah J. Maas came out in September, and I was fully caught up. I read it, and I've heard amazing things about this book. I haven't watched any spoiler reviews or any reviews at all because I really wanted to go into this book completely blind. It is massive. So this might be a later in the month read, or it might actually be a November read, but it's my goal book. Or a good book to definitely try to read. Now I have 2 big pre-orders this month that are coming out, and the first one is Sword of Summer by Rick Riordan. I am so excited for this book. It is his new series, and this one follows Norse mythology, which I'm super excited about. When I read Crown of Ptolemy, the crossover book last month, they had like a chapter of it, and I was so excited. We got to see a character from Percy Jackson, which I kind of knew was coming, but I didn't think we were actually going to see her. So I am so excited to see where this book series leads, and it is like, I'm so excited I can't go meet him again, but I am getting a signed book. It's coming from Ohio, so when that comes, I will drop everything to read that, even if I'm in the middle of something else. So I'm going to try to keep an eye out from when it comes, so I'm not in the middle of something, but it might happen. So that book will definitely get read. The next book that I would love to read, I'm actually going to try to pre-order it, is A Luminaire by Amy Kaufman and Jay Crown. Jay something, but I know it's Amy Kaufman, and she wrote the Broken Stars series with someone else. But I'm really, really excited for this book, and I'll show you guys a cover. I literally know nothing about this book, but the book is printed in a very, very unique way. It's not like straight text. It has like a lot of things crossed out and a lot of like pictures and diagrams. So I have no idea what this book's about, but I knew I had to have a physical copy of it because I really wanted to enjoy it and see everything and not read it on a Kindle. So I am really, really excited to see what this book has. So hopefully I'll be able to pre-order it this month and get it, and I'll be able to read it. The next book is a book that, again, I am so excited for. It is Career of Evil by Robert Galbraith, which if you have been living under a rock for the past 3 years, this book is actually written by J.K. Rowling under a pseudonym, and it is the 3rd book in her Cormoran and Strike series. This book is another mystery that follows Cormoran and his plucky assistant Robin, but this book has to do more with Cormoran's past, and a murder happens, and it's connected to him, and he thinks it's like there's 3 possible people that it could be, and he thinks it's one person, and the police think it's another, and it's kind of a battle between them. But I'm really excited, so I'm going to pre-order this and hopefully have it, and I can read it this month. I love J.K. Rowling's writing. I will read anything by J.K. Rowling. The only book I really didn't love by hers was The Casual Vacancy, just because it really wasn't my jam, but I love all her mystery stuff, so I'm super excited to see where this progresses. The last 2 books are books I have been trying to read for a long time. The first one is Ruby Circle by Rochelle Mead. This has literally been on every TBR video since May, and I have never got around to it. It's the last book in the Bloodline series, and Rochelle Mead's coming out with her new, I don't know if it's a standalone or if it's a series, but it's called Soulless, and I really would like to finish it so I can finally move on. I don't know if it's going to happen this month because you guys saw the amount of sizes of the books, but it's definitely, if not this month, hopefully, but I'm going to make it a goal to myself by the end of the year, this book series will be done. So if not here before January, that's my goal. But I really, really hope that I can get it done this month. We'll see. And then the last book I hope to read is from my TBR jar that is just not working as well as I would have liked. It's Under the Never Sky by Veronica. And I should say my TBR is working. I'm just not reading the books I pick out of it because all my books are in there, so a lot of them are now like read, which is great. I just hopefully I get to read this month. I know nothing about this book series, but it's about, I think it's kind of like a dystopian world book, which I'm super excited about. So hopefully I get to read that this month and see what that progresses and brings about. I also really would like to read Prodigy by Mary Lou, which is the 2nd book in her Legend series. I really like Legend, and I've heard Prodigy and Champion are amazing. So those are just some of the books I hope to read. I know I have I'm also in the middle of listening to Half Bad by Sally Green, and I'm also in the middle of listening to Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. So I'm in the middle of listening to those 2. One of them's library book, one's not. So then one might have to go back relatively soon. But I'm hopeful that I'll get to complete them this month. We will see. But I hope you guys are having a great day. Let me know what you guys are reading, any spooky books on your agenda, but I'll talk to you guys later.